lots of you play or know someone who plays Wiggy Number Carso. Think they are going to win. But as mathematicians, you can figure out the probability that you will either win or lose, win or lose. And when I see you at Cape, we shall calculate every time you play, there is a specific amount of money you lose. Good morning. When you play, that also exists. So every time you give 1 guilder away, I think I calculated it a few years back, it was 30 cents. Yes? You play 1 guilder, you lose 30 cents every time you play 1 guilder. So, probability is not in percentages. Probability is from 0 to 1. So for example, from 0 to 1, what is the probability that you will score above 85 next week? What is the probability? 0 being impossible and 1 being certain, 100% certain. And I am 100% certain everyone will score above 85. If not, I will get detention. Before December, I spoke about someone named Laplace in the 1700s, 1800s. They love to gamble. So this guy invented a way to find the chances of you winning. He was sitting there at roulette, looking that thing go round and round and round, like, what are my chances if I put this on black? I'll win. So he came with a solution. And with this solution, they also wanted to kill him, because this is only theoretical probability. If you want to know your chances of winning, you have to choose the successful outcomes, the thing that you bet on, the thing that you want, divided by the total number of possibilities that exist. So if you throw a coin once, let's forget the 100 times, you threw it once, the question is, you want it to fall on head. Pop, head. The thing that you want is a head. So successful outcomes is 1. It's only 1 head on the coin. And the question is, how many sides are there on the coin? 2. So the probability of you getting a head is 1 divided by 2 equals a half. Or you would say 50%. But we do not use percentages. Easy peasy. You also have a die. A die has 6 sides. A regular die, sorry. There are different types of dice. What is the probability of you throwing a 3? You have 1 3, and you have a total of 6 numbers on the die. So your probability of throwing a 3 is 1 divided by 6. As easy as it gets. Doesn't get any easier than that. And now, We shall make it interesting. We shall, as usual, spin the wheel, and we shall make all of them. And then we shall continue to review the chapters you will receive for the test. It doesn't get any more difficult than exercise 50. No. It's for A. Bam. Let's see who we are missing. He's not here. And remember, you have to explain. Okay. Remember, KZ, this thing loves you, so you probably will come up 3 or 4 times. Yeah. All right, the first one. Remember, you have to explain, because I do not understand anything about probability. So Jaden will stand up and explain, and someone in here probably has a question after he explains, I'm sure. Whenever you're ready, he's ready. If you're not ready, he is also not ready.
So a dice is rolled once and then on 5. What is the probability of that? So on a dice, we have 6 numbers. The probability of it landing on one of them is 1 out of 6.
Did everyone understand? Are you sure? So if I take another one and place it on the board, you can make it. Or does Jalen have to stay for detention? All right, thank you, Jalen. We shall skip B because B is too easy. Since everyone understood A, B is too easy. We shall move on to C. Yes. Zian will tell us everything there is to know about even numbers because I do not know what an even number is. That's first off. Only when you're ready. If you're not ready, yes, Jan's gonna teach us about probability so that I can gamble a bit more. Hopefully I will win. The dice has 3 even numbers. What's an even number? I don't know what's an even number. Nakisha does not know what an even number is.
Like 2, 4, 6.
2, 4, and 6.
Really?
Yes, continue. Dice has 3 even numbers. That means Jalen did not explain well. So what is the probability of getting an even number? We need someone to help Zian so that Jalen doesn't get detention again. From those who raise their hands, you can choose between them. You have to choose.
Even number. There's 3 even number. 2, 4, and 6. The others are odd numbers. And there's 6 numbers on a dice. It means 3 out of 6 are the probability that you get an even number.
3 out of the 6. Do you leave it like 3 out of the 6?
It's a half chance. It gets 1 or 2 then.
Correct. So when you get 3 out of 6, you still have to simplify. If you do not simplify, unfortunately, my red pen automatically will go through that equation. My red pen has a mind of its own. It does the things on its own. So the probability of getting an even number is 1 out of 2. That is correct. Thank you, Zian. Since Jalen already said what are odd numbers, we shall skip D and move on to E. E, the number something 5. Junyu will enlighten us on the matter. Or else Jalen did not explain well. Again. The second time, he is not explaining well. That weird symbol. Morning. That weird symbol in front of the 5 means less than. Yes, Junyu. Zion does not understand, so you have to be very specific.
Arrow right means less. Letter left means more.
Does everybody hear him? Because I don't hear him. Maybe you hear him. Remember, after he's finished, someone else is going to explain the same thing. P number something 5. Arrow 5. What is that? I have no idea what that means. It's Chinese to me.
It means less. It shows on the right side.
The right side? What's the right side?
Right there.
Okay. Remember, you have to explain. Because the next person hopefully does it well. Or I see you in recess. There are many things that need to be picked off the floor over there. So, E. They're waiting on you. Junior doesn't understand. That means Jalen did not explain well. Again. This is the third time. Junior, you can choose between the person who raised their hands to help you.
Since this is the number less than, you count 5 and 6. So those are two numbers above 5. And so you go 6 minus 2 is equals 4. Out of the 6 total numbers is 4 out of 6, which is 2/3.
Explain to me, explain to them. I don't understand.
So there's two numbers that are, there's 4 numbers below 5. Those 4 numbers are the amounts that is that you have to give. So divided by the total amount, which is 6, is 4 out of 6, which is 2/3.
To rephrase what Nakisha said, when dealing with probability, the only thing you need to remember successful outcomes divided by total outcomes. That's the only thing you have to remember. All of them are the same. This formula you use for the entire chapter 12. On a die, you have these numbers. What do I want? A number that is less than 5. The question is, which numbers are less than 5? That is 1, that is 2, that is 3, and that is 4. These numbers are less than 5. How many numbers are here? It's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. 4 numbers. All right. I've concluded that it's 4 numbers. What are my successful outcomes? That is the things that I want, which is 4. All the numbers that are less than 5, which are these. How many numbers are there? 4. 4 divided by what? The total amount of numbers that exist on the die. How many numbers exist total on the die? 6. So what is my answer? 4 divided by 6. And obviously you don't leave it like that. You simplify and your answer becomes 2/3. Yes? So if the next person cannot make the next one, Jaden has a problem again. Let's see, G or H? Let's see, G or H? G or H? Which is the less difficult one? I think H. H is the less difficult one. Congratulations. The probability that a number is not divisible by 3. The first thing that comes to mind is my English is horrible and I have no idea what means divisible. So that's the first thing. You want to write it down? Oh, you can do it.
This?
No. This.
Okay, so here we have number that not divide by 3. So number that we cannot divide by 3 is 1. Oh,
Press on the thumb.
1,
On
2,
the symbol next to the red button.
or what?
The red button to the left of it.
Here?
Yes.
Okay. I think so. Yeah. 1, 2, 4, and 5 because we cannot divide by 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, and we have 6 sides and a dice. So 4 out of 6, and we simply is the probability, and we simply this, thank you, and is 2 out of 3.
Yes? Does everyone understand? Are you sure? So, in the test, the person who gets probability wrong gets a weaker potential since everyone understands. So, since I love you so, homework is obviously due, obviously. We're not there yet. Interesting. Homework 13. We shall do A and BI in class to give you an idea. A bag contains the following currency notes: 10 pieces of $1 bills. Yes, 10 pieces of $1 bills. Correct. 20 pieces of $5 bills. $20 pieces of $5 bills. 40 pieces of $10 bills, and then 30 pieces of $20 bills. A. How many notes are there together? Not how much money is in total, but how many notes. What are notes? These. So 10 plus 20 plus 40 plus 30 equals 100. That is correct. 100 notes. That's A. B. I. The magical keyword in this specific phrase is calculate. Calculate means you cannot only place an answer, you have to write fully what you are doing. Do not forget, calculate. Calculate the probability of out of all that jar of money with all those notes, you grab a $1. Remember, it's the same formula. Successful outcomes divided by the total outcomes. It stays the same. It doesn't change. So don't use a formula we did not use in class. The same formula. What is the probability of grabbing a $1 bill? What is it? 1/10? Hanedi does not agree. Hanedi, explain to us why it is not 1/10. It is 1/10? Explain to Hayden why it is 1/10. Because he was not listening to you. You don't understand. I thought you said the answer is 1/10. Nakisha, explain to us why your answer is 1/10.
10, because there's 10 bills of 1, and there's 100 in total. 10 out of 100 is 1.
That is correct. So, when looking at probability, you have to do as if you're in that specific moment. That's the only way to do probability. Because as we progress, it will become more difficult. And the way I do it is place myself in that specific moment. You have a jar, 10 $1 bills, bam. 5 20s, 4 10s, 30 20s. They're all in here. All right. Successful outcomes. What do I want? I want the dollar bill. Okay. How many dollar bills are there here? There are 10. All right. So the successful outcomes mean, so there are 10 in here and I need to grab one of them. But there's not only $10 bills in here. There are 100 different bills in there. So the probability of grabbing the dollar bill is 10 $10 bills out of how many? The 100 different dollar bills that exist. So 10 out of 100, and then simplify 1 out of 10. So tomorrow, chapter 30, exercise 30 on Google Classroom.